7867. Now to what a state worker really thinks about the disaster food stamp program and all the people doing what the state has asked them to do: call in and get help. Our lead investigator, Scotty Hunter, joins us now after a state worker was caught on tape using words that back in the day would bring out a bar of soap. Scotty.
Yeah, Greg, the rant went on for several minutes with that worker complaining about the call system for DSNAP and even dropping the F-bomb when describing the very people she's getting paid to help. What she may not have known, though, that entire outburst was recorded. And tonight, one woman we spoke with calls her experience with DSNAP a disaster. As families across South Louisiana struggle to put food on the table following Hurricane Ida, many have turned to the Department of Children and Family Services to apply for disaster food stamps. It's a process that's supposed to help folks buy groceries to replace what they lost because of the storm. But when Hermaine Collins tried to call, she tells me her experience with DSNAP was a disaster.
That is horrible. I mean, I've been through some worse things, but that was horrible because that was something I was trying to do for my kids' sake.
She says Ida knocked her power out for 2 days, meaning everything in her fridge had to go. Last week, when she picked up the phone to call DCFS for help to replace those groceries, she took advantage of the virtual hold option. Instead of waiting on hold for a long time, callers can choose the virtual option, which allows them to hang up and request a callback from DCFS. When a worker called her back, she says the voicemail that was captured on her phone was downright disrespectful.
She was like saying all vulgar stuff and like calling me such names that I refused to say. I mean, it was just horrible.
Because of FCC rules, we are not allowed to play the voicemail on air, but the recording captures what appears to be a fed-up DCFS worker unloading in a profanity-filled tirade. Not only can the worker be heard complaining about the virtual hold system put in place by the state, but she can also be heard speaking negatively about those who are desperately calling in for help. At one point, the worker says they started this bullshit where they can do a virtual hold while waiting for a worker to come on. It's bullshit because they don't answer. Sometimes I hate these
Is it hard for you to know that this is how some state employees feel about those people that need help?
It's horrible to know that our own people feel that way. I hope she do better. I really do, because that was wrong. I really hope she do better.
Collins tells me she cannot believe the voicemail that was left on her phone, and she thinks the worker was talking to a co-worker at the time and did not know her comments were being recorded. The worker can be heard complaining to a man about the number of voicemails she's had to leave for people who do not answer their phones. Not long after she launches into those complaints, the line is put on hold and music begins to play.
That hurts. It really crushes me because, like, I'm doing this for my kids, and you're like acting like it don't matter.
This mother of 4 says what she heard made her feel lower than low, knowing that in her time of need, a state employee would not only talk badly about her, but everyone else who was asking for help.
It's probably nothing to her, but that's something we need, especially in a time like this. We need this.
We reached out to DCFS, sending them a copy of the recording. In a statement, DCFS Secretary Marquita Walters condemned the actions of the employee, saying, "Our values at DCFS are to treat all people with dignity and respect. This language is inconsistent with our values and is unacceptable." The secretary also apologized to the client who heard the comments and tells the 9 News investigators the matter will be taken seriously and dealt with accordingly.
I wish they would, like, pick better representatives with better attitudes.
Still, Collins tells me the damage is done, and even though she needs the help, she says her dignity is worth more.
Because the way you were treated, you're not going to call back?
I can't. I need to, but I can't. I can't. Not experiencing that, not again.
All right, Scotty Hunter out here with us. By the way, if you want to hear the recording for yourself, we do have the entire thing as it was posted on our website right now and on our 9 News app. So, Scotty, what else with this?
Yeah, Greg, so DCFS tells us that they don't believe that those comments by that employee were directed at clients, but rather at the employer. So it's troubling either way, though, no matter how you look at it. But people can, as you mentioned, go online right now and kind of decide for themselves.
All right, Scotty Hunter for us tonight. Thank you. We hope those folks get the help they need. All right, so speaking of that, phase 2 of the DSNAP